Hey, what's up? Ian here. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new to my channel, please consider to subscribe and click on the bell so that you get notified of my future videos. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you guys my review of this TKZK Uranos single dynamic driver IEM. But before I start, I'd like to thank Linso for sending this to me, making this video possible. However, please note that everything I say in this video is my own opinion, is not scripted, and Linso will watch this video with you guys. Alright, so as usual, in this video I'll go through the specifications, accessories, design and build quality, the fit, comfort and seal, and of course my sound impression of this IEM. But don't worry, this video will be timestamped, so please feel free to skip around. Okay, so let's start off with the specifications. So this IEM is currently retailing at $55 and the specs for this is printed at the bottom of this box. Alright, the driver unit is a 10mm CNT dynamic driver, impedance is 32 ohms, sensitivity is 110, and the frequency range is 10 to 20,000 Hertz. Okay, so pretty standard specs. Now let's talk about accessories. Comes in very nice box like that. Okay, and then you got user guide, pouch, right? So this is a felt pouch. You can put your IEM inside. Well, it doesn't protect your IEM, but it's actually, you know, separates your IEM from your keys and your coins. And then you have ear tips. So you have two different types. I'm not too sure what's the difference, but well, I don't really hear much difference. One of it is more of a transparent color, and the other is not really transparent, it's more opaque. Okay, and it's a rounder shape, but yeah, the inner bore is pretty similar. Okay, so there are 6 different ear tips. Okay, and then you got your cable. Cable is well, it's not your typical braided cable, but it's 2-core, right? 2-core and terminated with 3.5 headphone jack. And then it's got your standard Y splitter and chin slider. Chin slider is a little bit loose in my opinion. And then you have your ear hooks. Ear hooks is pretty nice and soft. Okay, and it's terminated with 2-pin connector. Right, so let's talk about the IEM itself. It's, well, nicely made, right? It's got this flakes, gold flakes and pattern in front of the faceplate. Looks pretty nice. And then on the inner shell you have the fin, and then the nozzle is quite long. It's got a metal nozzle with perforated filters. Pretty standard IEM shape, I would say. And in terms of design, a pretty nice design and standard design. Now the fit and comfort for this is pretty okay. It's just that the angle of that nozzle, when this is being flushed in my ear, the nozzle is not really targeting at my ear canal. So maybe it's just my ear. Okay, but the angle of the nozzle doesn't really go right into my ear. I have to adjust it a bit, but that's just about it, right? But in terms of that, fit and comfort is no problem, right? It's just the seal that sometimes I just, you know, need to readjust to get that seal back. Alright, so that's for the fit, comfort and seal. Now let's talk about the sound. Alright, so as you can see, I brought up my graph, and just in a nutshell, this IEM is a pretty good performer, very safe and very smooth tuning. You will not get any uniqueness in this IEM. If you look at the graph, you can tell. Okay, so let's first talk about the price, the performance of this. I think for $55, there is a lot of competition out there, and for this to really stand out, it needs to have something special. And I think in terms of the specialness of this, I guess, is the sound that it produces, in terms of the quality of the sound. But other than that, I think most of it, in terms of the technicalities, the soundstage, imaging and the overall presentation of the sound, is quite similar with some other IEMs, which is with this type of tuning, at this type of price point. I think, yeah, it's a little bit too much in terms of the price to performance. Yeah, okay, so anyway, let's just go into the sound itself, which is firstly the soundstage. Soundstage is average in size, it's not the widest, and then it's got good separation and good imaging as well. The layout of the soundstage is pretty natural, in fact very natural. Okay, and the Detail retrieval, this IEM is above average, I would say. I can pick up quite a bit of nuances from this IEM, and the overall resolution of this IEM is, well, it does perform to its price point, I would say. I mean, it's worth that $55. It's just that it's not really competitive because of the current available options out there from other brands. Okay, so let's talk about the tone and timbre for this. The tone and timbre for this is natural, again, natural, well-balanced, a well-balanced tone and well-balanced timbre, and it's overall a very pleasing and, well, I would say acceptable note weight, not too heavy, not too light, and doesn't sound thin, right? Not very thin and dry, right? No dryness in this IEM. So overall tone and timbre on this is very natural and pleasing. Okay, for the sound signature, it's a well-balanced sound signature. Not much emphasis for the bass, just nice for the treble. The mids are just a bit recessed, and overall presentation is pretty balanced. Okay, right, so let's talk about the individual frequencies. The sub bass is, well, I would say pleasing. It's got very natural delivery of that rumble. It's there, a very good rumble actually, and good extension of the rumble, a bit of warmth, a bit of a flavor to the rumble. So very pleasing rumble, not overwhelming at all and not underwhelming. You can feel that rumble. The mid bass is punchy, alright. It's got good presentation of the mid bass, fast as well and smooth, right? It does bleed to the mids, but it's very smooth type of mid bass and punchy and very engaging, and it's got that warmth as well. The mids are pretty good, I would say, and I feel that the mids are well presented. It's not veiled, it's not really veiled, and it's got good clarity as well. So overall, pianos and the violins, they've got good presentation, good positioning in terms of the presence, in terms of the bass and the treble. So I find that, yeah, it's a good balance in terms of the instruments. For vocals, male vocals and female vocals alike, male vocals, they sound very pleasing, very natural, and warm as well. So it's not very authoritative, it's not overwhelming type of presence for the male vocal. So I find that it's okay, it's just nice, right? For female vocals as well, I mean, female vocals, they have that sparkle there, bit of the sparkle, the energy is there as well. It's good presence as well, as you can see from the tuning here, and also a very pleasing voice. It's I would say good balanced tone of her voice, of the female vocals. So I would say very nice and casual listening to female vocals. Okay, so in terms of vocals, very balanced. Now for treble's got good gain, good presence, good energy, and overall a very safe treble, because there's no harshness, no sibilance, and there's no shoutiness at all, right? So it depends on the tracks, all right, that you listen to. Obviously the tracks that I test with, I don't find any of those. Okay, and that's just nice, right? Good enough energy, good enough sparkle. My hi-hats and cymbal strikes, they just sounds natural, and they roll off very naturally as well. So in terms of the treble, it's just nice. There's nothing outstanding, there's no special energy added to it or spice added to it, nothing. It's just there. It's very, very pleasing treble, very acceptable treble. Okay, so that's my overall description for the sound signature. Now, in conclusion, this IEM is very suitable for all kinds of genre. I would say you can listen to anything on this. All right, this is a well-rounded performer. You can listen to vocals, classical, orchestra, even drum and bass. They all sound good on this. It's just it's not gonna sound outstanding. It's not gonna emphasize on any of the genres that, you know, some people may only listen to and not the rest. But you know, basically it appeals to most people for this IEM. And do I recommend it? Yeah, I do. But again, there is a lot of competition out there, right? Even though this does have that quality in terms of the sound that it produces, it's just too crowded in this space. Alright, so that concludes my overall impression and review of this TKZK Uranos. I hope you guys learned something from this video and enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please consider to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Alright, so that's it for now. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.